Hi guys, welcome to Tatay Ram's Organic Hub. Today I will give you an update of our tiny vegetable forest. In the last video that I have uploaded or made, I showed you the vegetable forest that we created here in the workplace, especially in the periphery or the one side of this guest house that we have here. So today I will just be giving you some thoughts on what we did with our climbing vines, especially our Basilia alba and Basilia rubia, locally known as alugbati or agbati in our dialect. So that's an update that we'll learn today. And of course, in the previous video that I have shown, these vines were not really producing yet because they were still young. And of course now some of them are already harvested. I mean the vegetables were already harvested by our kitchen personnel, and they were already used, no, in our kitchen. Our Ampalaya is beginning to give us some vegetables already, and they're tiny young fruits already. So let us see them, and let us learn something. So this one is a new shoot from the mother Basilia. This is what we call white alugbate. It's climbing actually, and I noticed that the leaves were becoming like this, more siyang curl, and then it doesn't look good. So ang atong gihimo ay cut the tip of the vine. So actually it was already going up here, and then we cut it here. So this portion, I think you see this cut here. So we cut the tip, and then of course naturally the new shoots came out. So this is already the result of the leaf or the leaves or the foliage. It's healthy and very green, evergreen. This one also is I think the longest shoot, this one. So we really never thought that the leaves will change, no, after cutting the tips. So with the others also. So that's idea actually. So some already are going upward, like this one. So we have not cut it yet, but soon we will be cutting it. So this one also is making new shoots, and this one also. So this is the cut portion, and this is the new shoot, and it creates a beautiful foliage. Okay. Our string beans are already, giving us products. As I have said a while ago, our kitchen personnel are already using the vegetables. Okay, and it's still continuing to produce seed pods. This one is very young. This one is going to mature already, and we have actually many here. This one, and actually there are plenty here up there in the trellis, dead branches that we utilize. And we have here also, we have mature string beans here, like this one, and I think this cannot be anymore be used in cooking, because this is very mature already and quite old. I think the seeds are already getting to be very mature. and it will dry soon. Like this one, it's already dried up, so that means we will have reproduction of this species out of seeds. This one also is going to dry up. I told actually the kitchen in charge here, if the seed pods are already old, please do not use them in the kitchen, so because we are going to reproduce them. Actually, this area give us plenty of produce already for I think 2 weeks. So they already harvested quite a number of these vegetables. So again, these are string beans and growing healthy still, and they are still producing seed pods or vegetables. Like this one can still be used in the kitchen. It's nice for gisadong batong. We call that in our dialect batong or balatong. String beans in English. I'll show you our mungo. Our mungo already giving us seed pods already. There are many. They're very healthy. Actually, we in the previous video I already explained that we do not really grow mungo or mung beans for produce or to have production of seeds for vegetables or for the kitchen. Our goal is to supply nitrogen to the soil, because these plants are called nitrogen fixing plants, and this belong to the family of legumes. Legumes are nitrogen fixing plants or vegetables. Actually, the idea is these plants fixes nitrogen from the atmosphere into the soil via the roots, through the help of nitrogen fixing bacteria present in the soil. So it will actually supply nutrients, macronutrients into the soil. So that's why our forest is healthy. It's because we have legumes here. When they exhaust their life span, we will cut them. We will not uproot them, we'll just cut them here, and then of course we will leave the leaves and the stalks over the ground to rot, to supply also organic matter into the soil. Of course, the nitrogen remains in the soil for plants use. Okay, so these are quite a number of mung beans over here and up to there. Okay. So I'll have a peep on our palaya, or we call it in English bitter gourd. So it's already actually making a fruit, a tiny fruit. So I'm happy to see it. Just this time I've not noticed that they are already bearing fruit. I still have one there, up there, that yellow thing, that yellow flower. That's a small tiny fruit already of our bitter gourd or Ampalaya. So this is how our tiny vegetable forest would look like. I saw one there, flower, and it's also a tiny fruit, Ampalaya fruit. Okay. Our okra are eaten by worms. I mean, this leaf is eaten by worms. Anyway, we'll just be taking this out later. Of course, they are eaten because we do not apply spray chemicals in this tiny vegetable forest. It's naturally grown with the help of this organic matter from the leaves and the twigs. Okay, So this is how our vegetable forest looks like now, and it's been very productive. 4 weeks already, and we are still expecting to have more harvest in the following weeks. We also planted some papaya. We used to have this lawn empty, and now it's very full of vegetables already. This is papaya. This is red lady papaya, huge papaya. And over here are our loofah. They're already emerging and growing well. So this is our seedlings, and we will let them climb here. So that's our loofah, or sikwa in our dialect, or patola in Tagalog. And over there are our 3 kinds or species of kamote, or sweet potato. We have violet sweet potato here. We have orange, and we have the yellow sweet potato. Actually, I have sown a lot of sikwa here, or loofah, in this area, because we have a long trellis, big one. It's not doing anything. So, and then in the periphery we have planted this malungai, or moringa. We call this miracle tree, and this is about eight of them, 8 trees from the cuttings, and they're starting to sprout, and they're beautiful. They're working well, they're growing well. One is bigger. I think this is the biggest so far, and the healthiest. We have still here, and a lot more actually. And down on the ground we planted some lemongrass and alugbate from cuttings. This came from the kitchen. We do not throw them. We repurpose this material so that we can have harvest very soon. We also planted some tomatoes here. That's our tomato. We planted this 3 days ago, and then we put this cucharita plant, or call it in English Joseph's coat plant, in the periphery to prevent the soil from eroding, because this is a slope actually. And this area we planted some birds of paradise, again with we design it with the cucharita, the periphery, for the same purpose. And this area we dig, and then we place all our stones that we got from the little digging that we had when we planted the malungai and lemongrass and alugbate over there. So daghan tag nakuha nga mga bato, and then we repurpose the stones by placing them here, so that this area, since it has a faucet, this area won't be muddy when we are cleaning and washing our hands and feet and our tools. And of course we planted this birds of paradise here, so that the water, because this is a slope, will go here, this part, and it will be absorbed by this plant. It will be purified by this plant. Okay, we have here gabi-gabi. araw-araw, gabi-gabi. They're still young. It's about 3 days ago. And of course our cucharita, the older ones, are already blooming. This cucharita changes its colors if they are exposed to the sun. When it has a little sun, of course its color, the color of the foliage is just yellow and green. Once it is exposed much to the sun, it becomes pink, and then darker pink, and when it has full sun, is exposed to full sun, it will turn into red. Of course, a mixture of those colors, yellow. It's like rainbow actually. That's why it's called Joseph's coat, because Joseph's coat is very colorful. Okay. So there are actually many here, and they serve as a barrier and preventing erosion, soil to erode from this upper part of the slope here. So this is the update that we have here in our tiny vegetable forest. I hope you have learned something. We planted them all together in one spot. That's why we call it forest, or tiny forest, because it's just a small, area. And of course they are growing well. Cannot say they're competing. We just provide, the necessary nutrients to the soil, so that the plants will have their nutrients also. So as you have noticed and have seen, the vegetables are very healthy and they're very productive. They're producing a lot of vegetables already, seed pods and foliage, dahon, vegetables for our table. So that's it, guys. We will see you in the next update, the next video. Hope you will not forget to like and subscribe and even share this video, so others may also see and learn. So thank you very much, and au revoir. See you soon.